Okay guys, welcome back. Today is partially the day. The aerator's unavailable today, so what we're going to do today, we're going to split things up, is sweep, dethatch, sweep again, and then tomorrow hopefully will be aerate, seed, and fertilize. So just want to give you one last look here at how things are doing before we ruin it all. So anyway, I've taken just a preliminary sweep. Didn't expect to get much, but wanted to get a little bit of junk off the top of the lawn. There's hardly anything in here, just a small amount. So what I'm going to do is just kind of go in sections, do this first little strip, and I'll kind of show you what that looks like torn up. And I'm going to try and sweep it up using the sweeper to make that part of the process a little bit easier, and we'll throw it all in the old dump truck here. There we are after one pass, and I'm on the highest setting. I should mention I'd like to go down at least a notch, maybe two, but it really digs in spots because of how uneven the lawn is. So that's one pass. I'm going to go ahead and sweep it up now. Here's after one sweep. And I think I'm going to try and hit this, as I mentioned, a notch lower, and we'll see what happens. So let me make the adjustment. It's real easy on this Dethatcher. You can just turn the dial, and we'll give it a shot there. I've got the power rake attachment on because I tried the Scarifier, and it was a little bit too aggressive for what I'm looking for. So going with this. Let's see how it does a notch lower. I'll bring you along. I'm going to avoid kind of the edges where I'm already hitting dirt. I don't really see any reason to do those further. So anyway. That's a pretty good amount of material. I like that. So I'm going to just hit this kind of center. One more pass here, one more here. We'll do another sweep and then move on to that front square right there. If you have a keen eye, you'll notice right here I had a patch of crabgrass that was just terrible. I ended up spraying that a couple weeks ago and it kind of died, not really. But I ended up just pulling that today by hand, and that is going to make a nice difference. I'm pleased with how well it pulled. And I've got some plantain there and other weeds around. I'm not sure what these are, but we'll see. They're not that big of a deal. I don't mind having a few weeds. And I am using the Scott's Turf Builder for seeding that's going to help control weeds in the new seed. And so then I think before winter we can treat it once to try and control weeds. And the front section done. Get up here and I'll stand still. I got all except half of a strip before the battery died. So what I've learned in the last couple hours using this machine, its biggest strength is also its biggest weakness, and that's the batteries. I'm doing it pretty hard, going nice and slow and digging through a lot of junk, and so I am killing the batteries. This is the second one that I've charged. I only have a single charger. I didn't splurge for the double charger. As little as I'm going to be using this, I didn't think it'd be worth it. So what I was able to do is this front section, the second pass, and then I ran out of battery. So plugged in one for about an hour, and I didn't let it fully charge. Came back, plugged it in, to the machine, and I was able to do this far before the second battery got too low. So I've got that charging. I think what I'm going to do is sweep this up and quit for tonight. And then tomorrow, with 2 fully charged batteries, I should be able to do 1 pass over here and hopefully here. And then we'll see if I need to make a second one on the 3rd day, or if I can quit with the dethatching at that point and go ahead and aerate. So anyway, I'm going to get this swept up. I'll show you how it looks. We are fuller than I want to keep going on the sweeper. It's to the point now where I've thrown stuff back to the back and it's not able to pick it up because it's so full. So give you an idea of scale, my mower, this thing full of debris. And I'm not quite done sweeping, so I'm going to go ahead and empty this and do the whole thing again, then call it quits for the day. So here's where we're going to quit for today. I've got, probably a third capacity on that last sweep. And then I also got this 1 garbage bin full on just a third of the yard. A little bit less than a third of the yard. I've still got the front section, this side, and then the side over there. So anyway, it actually did less mechanical damage than I was thinking it would. It is obviously torn up and patchy, but I was nervous after doing that section down there and having just dirt left basically, but realizing that that's a high spot, so we're looking really good. And really the main idea here, if I didn't mention it already, to my understanding, is to improve soil contact with the seed. Also, obviously, to let water and nutrients get down to the roots of the grass and all that. But with putting new seed down, the reason I'm doing this is to improve soil contact so that the seed is actually sitting on the soil, which you can now see, instead of sitting on a blanket of dead material. So anyway, I'm going to let the batteries charge overnight, probably end the video there, and you'll see the other half of the lawn as well as the aeration on the next video. So stay tuned. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.